What's up, FLA Squad? I'm Anthony, and welcome to our channel, Life with Anthony. I hope you guys are doing well out there. Happy Thursday to you guys. It is actually Wednesday morning, the day after I got back to Florida, and I am about to get out and start my morning walk. I hop right back into the routine there, starting out with 0. I'll let you guys know what I end up with when I get back from my walk. But yeah, my eye is red again. Look at that. I must have some type of allergies down in Florida, because as soon as I got back to Florida, my eyes start acting up again. It doesn't hurt or anything like it did before. So I don't know. I got some kind of allergies. That's going to be my conclusion, because my eyes was not red at all when I was in Baltimore. As soon as I got back here in Florida, look what's happening. Oh my goodness. All right, guys, let's get out and get this walk in, and then I'll talk a little bit about what's going on in today's video. Whew, Lord have mercy. All right, guys, I am back from my walk, and I did 14,787 steps. 14,787 steps. One more. I got it in this morning. All right, now normally around this time when I get back from my walk, I take a few minutes to decompress, and then I start making myself some breakfast. But today I'm going to skip breakfast. Well, I might stop at Mickey D's and get some breakfast on my way to where I'm going. All right, today, guys, I am going. Oh, you know what? Before I even get into today, I want to tell you guys, I want to mention this. When I was in Baltimore, I went to Chipotle to get something to eat. And there was this beautiful black woman in front of me. And she turned to me and said, "You look familiar." And she said, "Are you on YouTube?" I said, "Yeah, I am." And she said, "I thought that was you." So we started chit-chatting while we were in line. And she retired from the military about 6 months ago. And I could kick myself in the behind because I forgot to ask her what her name is. And I ended up not knowing. So apologies for not getting your name. I didn't think about it until afterwards. And she bought my Chipotle for me. So that was so sweet. I really, really love those chance encounters where I meet someone out on the street and I get a chance to tell them, you know, thanks for supporting the channel and supporting me and allowing me to live this way up close and personal. So to that young lady, if you are watching, hopefully you are, thank you so much for the Chipotle. I appreciate it, and it was certainly a pleasure meeting you. Alrighty. Okay. Today, guys, we are going to look at some land or some properties. I went on Zillow and I wrote down on my phone 3 properties that I am interested in looking up close. And the reason why they said, okay, Anthony, you might need a couple more minutes to decompress because your thoughts are like dragging out slowly. Okay, let me backtrack a little bit. I went on Zillow and I wrote down 3 properties that I was interested in. Now, the reason why I was interested in these 3 properties is because 1, they are in the price range that I set for myself to buy a property. 2, each of these properties said that there is water, sewage, and electric already on the property and set up, or those things are available to be set up. So that I found that to be good. And the 3rd is it's near a lot of things, like the grocery store, Home Depot, the movie theater. All 3 of these properties are in the same area. They're actually about 10 to 13 minutes apart from each other. But they're 2 hours away from the campground that I am at now. So once I get into the general area of where these properties are, ooh, I got a bounce. Ooh, excuse me. Once I get into the general area of the properties, it shouldn't take me long to get from one property to the next. So I'm super excited today to go look at some properties. Um, I know I had mentioned it a while back that I was interested in getting some land now, but I'm gonna go check it out. I did reach out to a realtor. You know how on the page they have a contact, and then if you click on that contact, a little short form will come up, and you fill like your name, your email, and your phone number. And no one contacted me, and that's why I decided today that I would just, take it upon myself and just go out and see if I can look at these properties on my own. So that is what we're going to do today. I'm going to give myself about 10 more minutes to decompress from my 14,787 step morning walk, and then I'm going to head out. It's about 9:20 right now, and so I should get in the general area of the properties. I guess about, I don't know, because I probably leave around 9:30. Give myself 10 more minutes. About 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 11:30. It shouldn't feel like 2 hours to me because it's along the path that I'm used to traveling. Meaning the Walmart that I go to is 30 minutes from the campground. I'm used to traveling that distance, so that shouldn't feel like nothing. And then the other campground that I go to here in Florida is an hour and a half away from where this campground is. And so it's along that same route. So it shouldn't feel like, a 2-hour drive. But enough rambling on. Let me just relax it out for a minute, and then we're going to get right up in that van and head to the first property. Yay, I'm super excited, boy. And I hope that the GPS actually takes me to the properties because it's like land. And I'm a little concerned that maybe the GPS won't pick up the direct location of this land, this property. So hopefully it will, but we'll see. All right, guys, I'll see you when I'm on my way to the first property. Probably I'll see you when I'm at McDonald's getting me some breakfast because I don't feel like cooking, and plus it's going to take a lot of time, and that's time that I can be on the road. So let's hit the road. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. I'm leaving. Don't you come back no more. Get the heck out. Look at this, you guys. I got a new wallet. I had this raggedy wallet probably for 10 years. I got a new one. I finally broke down and got a new one. Look at this. It's red on the inside. Never had a wallet with just a money clip and not just the bill section where you put your bills in. Yes, fancy here. Look at this. Look at that. Hello. New wallet. All right. Let's get it on. I'm about to shut you guys down. Put in my first destination. Woo! I'm trying to grow a little beard here. I trimmed it up when I was at my last hotel. So I'm gonna keep it for a little bit. See how things go. What y'all think? Should I keep this little mustache going on here? Alrighty. I had some new neighbors when I came back, and they each came over and introduced themselves to me yesterday. Well, one of them did yesterday, and the other one did this morning when I came from my walk. And one of them is deaf. So I was trying to communicate with him. I was just writing what I wanted to say in my note section of my phone and handed it to him, and he was responding back. And then his partner is not deaf, so he came over to me this morning and said, "Hello, neighbor." And we chatted for about a minute or two. But let's get rolling. I'm so excited to go see these properties. Yay! Guess what, guys? I thought it was going to be a 2-hour drive. It's just an hour and a half drive. Yeah! That makes it a lot better. Very good. So that's like an hour and a half. That's going to put me really close to where the other campground is. Wow, that's great. That's great. I should have brought my, you know what? I should have brought my propane tank with me, because I'm going past the gas station that I usually stop and get my propane. I should have brought it. I really don't need it now anyway, so. But I don't think it's going to last me another month, because I'm here. It's just we're still in February, and I still have all of March to be here at this particular campground. I'll be here until March the 31st. Lord have mercy. That was a long time. I don't think I'll stay at this campground or any campground. Well, I won't say any campground. I won't stay at this campground, you know, that long. This was my first time staying at this campground. I'm surprised that I chose to stay so long, because I usually don't do that for a campground that I have not been to yet. But it's not bad. It's not bad. But I'm really, really looking forward. I told Adelpho that I'm really looking forward to going back to Oz in Georgia, which is where I'm going after I leave here. So I don't know. That campground seems to be one of my favorite ones. So I'm looking forward to going back there and hanging out and everything. That's where Joe is. I don't know if you guys remember Joe, but last year I took a picture of my campground buddies. It was me, Adelpho, and another guy named Joe, who I had just met that weekend. And then the other Joe, who I've known for over a year too. I met that Joe before Adelpho. And he has a permanent spot at this campground that I'm going to next in Oz. So Joe will be there. Adelpho won't be there. He told me a couple days ago that he's not going to make it. I was looking forward to hanging out with Adelpho and being there. Maybe some things will change and he'll make it there, or maybe we'll get to hang out later on in the year someplace. We'll see. But yep. I'm so excited. I'm going to look at some land, y'all. Some land. We're going to look at some land. Can y'all believe that? Yes, it's time. It's time, because y'all know this June, in a couple, see, I'm about to cough. In a couple more months, I would have quit my job. 2 years. 2 years. Man, time is flying. Time don't wait for nobody. Time don't wait for nobody. Time is flying. So, don't forget to get out there and give your body some movement, get some steps in. You know, if I can stay true to it, I know a lot of you can as well, because I know a lot of you probably went through the same battles and struggles of trying to do something with your body and try to give your body some movement and everything, and it tend to be an off and on type of process. But we're going to help each other along. We're going to help each other along, because if I can do it, you guys can do it. Get up and stretch. At least give your body a good stretch when you get out of bed. A good stretch. That's the least you can do for your body. But alright, I'm going to talk to you guys probably. Oh my goodness, what time does breakfast end? It's 9:42 now. I wonder what time breakfast ends. Because I can go for me a sausage McMuffin with egg now. That's my favorite breakfast sandwich, a sausage McMuffin with egg. No hash brown. I'm just going to get, a Diet Coke. Something about McDonald's orange juice, it rattles my stomach a little bit. I don't know what it is. Every time I drink it and after I'm finished, my stomach starts gurgling a little bit. I don't know what it is. But I am happy that my eye is clearing up a little bit. It's still a little red, but not like it was this morning or earlier this morning. All right, enough rambling on, my friends. It is time to look at, maybe one of these will be my future home. My future home base, I should say. My future home base. And you know what? I was thinking, since, y'all sitting in my living room, we all just hanging out in my living room. I was thinking that depending on what the land looks like, I might do the whole shed home thing like Kathy did, or the original picture that I showed you guys, which was just building a deck and roll up on the deck with my trailer and just continue to stay in my trailer. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna let the land dictate. I'm gonna let the land dictate what I do with the land. Got it? I'm gonna let the land dictate what I do with the land. That's what I'm gonna do. But I'm so excited. I'm so excited. This is gonna be really good. Cross your fingers I get to actually see all three of these properties, because I'm excited. Alright, enough of the excitement. I'll see you guys when I get my breakfast. Alright. And it's a beautiful day outside today. This is a good day to go look at some land. Alright guys, I am off the main highway now, and I have about 3 minutes to go. This is an interesting route here because I'm now in what looks like a residential type area. So I'm very curious now to see where this plot of land is. Let me show you guys what I'm riding through right now. See, I'm like in a residential area. Interesting. I would think an area like this, the electrical, sewage, and everything is in place. Here's a realtor sign right here, but I don't know if this is it or not. But this is the GPS told me to stop as soon as I got down to, as soon as I made this turn, it told me that my destination was on the left, which meant right here, this corner lot right here. It's kind of bushy like. Well, I guess it would be since nobody did anything with it. I hope ain't no snakes or nothing in here. I'm thinking that this is it right here. There's a house right there. This might be it right here. I'm not sure. But as soon as I made that turn right there, the GPS said that it was on my left, which means right here. This definitely looks bigger. And come to think about it, I know this is it, because that little house right there is part of it is in the photo on Zillow. So I know that this is it. This is bigger than I thought it was. Because I was gonna ask the guy, was that structure part of the property? But I see that it's not now. It just happens to be in the photo. Now I would think because they have some houses and everything across from there, that sewage and water and electrical is definitely available. So yeah, This is the first one right here. I don't know how much of it is part of the land, but this is a lot right here, boy. Oh my goodness. If all of this is it, oh man. I would first and foremost have to get this like leveled out, get these weeds and whatever out of the way. And then on top of that, this would be a funky way to get up on this land. I would have to find maybe it's flatter around the other side or something. Because when I think about pulling my trailer, because when I look at this land and look at, the trailer and stuff, it's like a little dip right here. It's no flat way of getting onto the land. But this is the first one right here. Oh, wow. That's it right there. All of that. All of that. That's a lot. I would definitely put a shed home on there, and I would have room to just still put my on there. My trailer. That's plenty of room right there. I like that one. It could be this one right here. Because sometimes when your GPS say your destination is on the left, you got to go a little bit further. I mean, this is a spot where the realtor sign is on the ground or laying down. And there's definitely no easy way to get my trailer up on here. There's no easy way for me to even bring my van up on here. Please don't let no snakes be up in here. I don't like this one. I like that first one. I think it's the first one, but I took a photo of that realtor. I might have to give them a ring. All right. That was the first one right there. It's a corner lot. I'm not sure if I remember whether they said it's a corner lot or not on the Zillow. But that's definitely interesting there. Let me give you guys another overall look of it. All right, this is a overall look at this first property. I remember that building being in a photo. Ooh, that's a handful right there. All right, I did a little check to see what my cell service was like here in this area, and it has 5G and 2 bars. So that's not the best, but it's definitely not the worst neither. Because one thing about my cell phone and my service is it will either show 5G or LTE. LTE is meaning that the connection is slower, and 5G means it's at its best, so to speak. Now there's a telephone pole right there I'm looking at, so I think the cell service will be okay right here in this area. So that's important. I'm gonna check that at every site that I go to, or every land that I go to. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, guys, I saw this little sign right here. I thought I'd stop and take a photo of it because they might have some properties in this area as well. All right, guys, here's another sign that I passed and I thought I would get out and take a picture of. Is a land clearing, underbrushing, no burning, no hauling, forestry mulching. I guess this is a company that will come and clear your land spacing, I guess. Like if I need to clear that land that I just now showed you guys and make it like flat and nice and neat, this particular company will come and do that for me. So I'm gonna take a photo of that as well. All right, guys, it said that my destination is on the right, but I don't see I don't see any land. I don't see any open land. So I'm not sure where it is. This is 1512. I'm gonna get out and take a look. But I'm gonna back right into that pad right there. Maybe it's this little shed thing is included in it. All right, I'll stop right there. All right, let's get out and take a look. All right, the address says 1508, but this house right here is 1512. So either this is it right here with this little structure right here, maybe all of this is it. All these trees and stuff. I'm not sure. You can't even get up in here. Not really feeling this one too much. But let me take a minute and think. Okay, if this is it, obviously this structure here is a part of it. I see the neighbor's fence right there. So if this is it, this means that there's a lot of trees right here. I would have to bring my trailer up this way. I wouldn't have nowhere to turn my trailer around. So I would basically have to back up from the distance that my van is right there to somewhere in this area. And y'all know me, ain't no way I'm gonna be backing up that far. This structure here would have to come down, and I would have to put a new shed up there or something. Don't look like that can be, restored. I don't know. And then I suppose I can put a shed right here in this space. I don't know. This one is definitely less desirable than the first one that I looked at. Okay, like I just now said, I gotta sneeze in a minute. Heck! Ooh, excuse me. I hope y'all bless me. Yeah, this one doesn't look as desirable as the other one, the first one that I looked at. Because, like I said, there is no way, I don't actually have to bring my trailer all the way back to this point. I can actually just back my trailer up to right there. Because if I turn this structure right here to where I stay, because I won't be using my trailer when I'm here. I'll just be have it parked, and whatever I turn this thing into or get rid of this and put a shed home in is where I'll be, living. So I think this is the spot because my neighbors is, like I said, his address is 1512 and this is supposed to be 1508. I don't see another spot that it could possibly be. So let me take a walk down to the end of the block because as soon as I turned, once again, my GPS said, that's it, your destination is on. But I don't see any other place that it could be. Nope, that's not nothing right there. And it's nothing else. So that has to be it. That has to be it. Whew, sun. Let's back up. Let's back it up. All right, that was the second one, guys. Again, it was a little less desirable. Well, actually a lot less desirable. Now this, I will say, the first one that I looked at was the highest, at the high end of my budget, so to speak. And this one I think is the second highest. So let's go look at the last one, which is the least expensive one. Woo! I don't know about that one. All right, guys, I'm driving along and I see this little red sign right here. And I pulled over. It says for sale by owner. So I want to check it out. I tell you, I'm seeing all kinds of things along my route today. Yep. It says for sale by owner. Let me show you guys what it says. See that? For sale by owner. And this is what's for sale. I hope you guys can see it. I would imagine it's this little land right here. This is nice. It has to have, yep, there's the telephone. There's the telephone pole right there. I'm assuming because they have houses right there that electric could be put right here as well as sewage because they have to have it. But yeah, this is it right here. I wonder how much they're selling this for. This is pretty big though. This might be more than I'm willing to pay for. But yeah, look at this. This is, I mean, look at that. My van is all the way over there. It's right off the main road. Okay. This might be an option. If the price is right, this might be something to think about. I'm gonna text them. Yep, that's an overall look of it. Yeah. All right, that was an interesting property there. I don't know if that's big, too much. I don't think it's too much because you put a little shed home on there and then the whole deck idea. There's definitely enough space for me to drive my trailer up and around and back out. So I'm going to reach out to them via text and see what they're talking about. And also, who knows, they might have other properties that's available. So I'm running into all kinds of things today. Good. This is the day when you out and about, you see things that you may not see listed that you may not see listed on like Zillow or any other site. So that's cool. All right, let me make my way back to the first land. All right, guys, I'm back at the first site. My main concern about this site is that it's up a small hill, like right here, and this is how it is all the way around. It's like, how do I, or how would I get up that hill right there to get to the flat portion of this land? I would definitely have to try to have some of this flattened out, but we'll see. I actually like that one that I poured over that had the sign that says land for sale by owner a little better than this one, because this one is up on excuse me, a little hill. Okay, someone's calling me, so let me get back with you guys in a minute. All right, guys, I'm back at the campground, just kind of relaxing for a minute. I just wanted to get back on and give you guys my overall thoughts on the properties that I saw today. The first property, I did like that property. Like I mentioned before, my main concern is that it was kind of like it had to go up a small hill all the way around the property in order to get to the flat part of the bulk of the property. And my concern is, would I be able to flatten some of that out so that my minivan as well as my trailer would be able to get up on the flat side of that property. It was at the higher end of my budget, what I'm allowing myself to spend to purchase some land, but that would not bother me. It is in a residential area. Excuse me. There were houses. Why am I talking crazy now? There were houses around, so I know that they have to have electric, sewage, and water. I would just probably have to get it all put there. But I did like that size of the land. I thought it would be perfect for me to either put a shed home or, like I said, a deck and just roll up with it with my trailer. The second one that I looked at, it wasn't ideal for me, but at the same time, it was the one that had the shed on it. It wasn't ideal for me, but at the same time, I can see myself there if I was to replace that shed and put, or whatever you call that thing, if I was to take that out and then put something newer in, like a shed or something, that would work. But my biggest problem with that one was that backing the trailer up to where the shed would be. As I mentioned when I was filming that particular property, I wouldn't necessarily have to back it all the way up to where that building was or that shed was. I can just back it up as far as I wanted to and then stop. But ideally, I would want the trailer, whenever I'm at that property, to be way back where the shed is, and maybe even past it, rather than closer to the road. So I don't know about that one. Now the third one I could not find. I went directly to where the GPS said it was located. excuse, excuse me. I went to directly where the GPS said it was located. It was just, like I mentioned before, it was like barbed wires all the way down the road. I'm like, okay, I don't see the land. So that one was a no-go. And as I was leaving to go back to the first one, I ran into another property, that one that I showed you guys that said for sale by the owner. And so I did like that one. I guess the mystery of that one is, and that too was in a residential area. It wasn't as many homes as around as the first one, but it was in a residential area as well. There was a house, as I showed you guys, across the street. So it must have electric, water, and sewage there, or at least available to be there. So I did like that space though. I could see myself clearing that space out and having a lot of space to either be able to go up in there with my trailer and turn around and come back out with any problems. I can I can see myself putting like a shed home in the center of that property and allowing that space for me to go around it whenever I'm there, to go around it, because the door of the trailer would be on the outside if I pull in, you know, and then I would be able to unhitch or hitch and just go around the shed and back out to the road. So ideally, space wise, that one was nice. Um, I guess the big mystery of that one is I don't know how much the owner is asking for, but I feel really good. I'm glad that I took some time and went out and looked at some properties to just try to get an idea of what different size properties look like and some of the challenges that may come with if choosing a certain property and everything. But I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it. It has definitely motivated me to, you know, move forward with something. And as I mentioned to you guys earlier, I'm not going to be that type of person that if I see something I like and it's the right price, and then take I can focus on that one, that piece of land. Meaning I can go ahead and then move forward with doing all of my due diligence for that particular piece of land to make sure that everything is on the up and ups. It's not something that I'm going to take my time. Let's say I do choose the one that said the owner's for sale by the owner, and I called the owner and he reached back out and he says, okay, it's X number of dollars. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I like that. And then, okay, Mr. Naked Man just went by. So, and then I say, okay, I can focus on that land and you know, learn as much information as I can on that land before I make a final decision. I'm not in a hurry, but it would be nice, as I mentioned, to have something situated before I head north uh, at the end of March next month. So we'll see. But I did enjoy myself today. All right, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. As always, thanks for taking a few minutes out of your day to watch my videos. I appreciate you guys. You know that. And I'll see you guys the next time. Maybe I'll have some good news about one of these properties. Hope so. Cross your fingers. All right, guys. Later.